I'm not the girl that I used to be. Sometime I'm more than words. I'm beyond what I once was. I don't believe in love. Hey, hey. If I want something, I got it. Hey, hey. Oh baby, I don't need love me. Hey, hey. Cause I love I cannot buy it. Wasn't real with you, boy. Real, wasn't real with you, boy. You won't give me too much chances. I don't care if I am fancy brighter. Yeah, yeah,
I think I'm ready to make this video. It is what it is. Don't mind about my hair. I'll make it later. But today we are talking about my life in Qatar compared to my life in Turkey. You guys requested me to do a video and to tell you how it is between the two countries for me. I have to say that this is just my personal experience. Everybody has his or her own experience about the two countries. But for today, I just want to make it simple that the fact that I'm giving out are based on my personal experience. If you don't know me, I'm Phoebe. I'm a Kenyan. I'm married in Turkey. We live in Izmir city with my family. So if you don't know, I left Kenya some years back and went to an Arab country. Of course, I've traveled to Dubai before for work, of course, and also I've traveled to Qatar. And during my working days or my working time in Qatar, I had an amazing time. I had an amazing experience, and part of the reason why I'm in Turkey, it is because of Qatar. So you guys asked me to make a video comparing the two. So let's start into this video. First of all, I'm going to start with the freedom. You know and you understand as an African, when you go to an Arab country or you go to another country, people will look at you and they will wonder what you do, what work can you do, and what will you be doing. So I went there as a casual worker. Let me just be honest, I did not have much experience, like I did not have much papers or I did not have much degree. So I'm talking about the person at the low end. Okay, so if you are at the low end like me, just an average person, this video is for you. If you are here, please just chill and watch and have some experience how it went. So the first thing, it is about freedom. Working in Qatar, it was amazing, but I remember there was sometimes that I just wished I could not work anymore, because you find that I had my working from Monday to Friday. I had only one off day, and some part of the work that I did in Qatar or in this Arab country, there was no off days completely. I'll be speaking about my work experience and everything in a later detailed video, but for today I'm just trying to generate everything. So you find that you're working from Monday to Sunday and there's no off day, and this refers to the work that it depends on the work that you are going to do. So for me, there I went to work as in a cleaning. My first work when I went to Qatar was in a cleaning company. Of course, you will wonder. Yeah, and we had this boss that he did not like and he did not want to hear anything. So the first thing, it was the freedom of movement. There was no freedom of movement. When you're working, after work you go to accommodation, stay there with other girls, and then there's nothing like going outside whenever you want or whenever you wish. So for me it was a bit difficult, and it was something that I did not like. Compared to Turkey, I'm here, of course I'm a wife, but if I had to come as a worker, I'm sure Turkey is a developed country and it is a free country, of course. And I've seen most of my ladies or my other workers, my friends, saying that they have the freedom of movement. They can work and go anywhere they wish after their work. There's no restrictions, there's nothing blah 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 with their boss. Of course we have few bosses who are just cruel, but I have to say, when comparing the two countries, I think Turkey has more freedom of movement and freedom of expression compared to an Arab country like Qatar or in Dubai. But I have to say, this not all Arabs or Arab countries, this just my experience. So, talking about freedom of movement, another thing about my life in Qatar, it was that whenever I had a free day, there was not much I could do. Actually, I could only go for shopping or visit some friends in a mall or somewhere, have coffee, have ladies talk, and come back to the house or come back to the accommodation. So you'll find that I had limited time. There was not much about to do during your off day. Of course, it is a day, it is your off day, and depending on the company that brought you, you can have freedom up to 2 days, 1 day, or it depends. But for me, I had limited time. Otherwise, I remember there was a time that I had an off day and I was late. I was deducted salary. So if you're found in Qatar as a worker, you've been given a day off and you misuse it, or not even misuse it, depending on your boss, you will actually be that your salary will be deducted. So it is something that was hurting me, or something that was pulling me down as a worker. So that was about it. And then if you found that if you have been given a day off and you go outside, maybe you want to make your videos, you want to take photos, there are restrictions in some particular places, especially in the city. You cannot just go and start taking selfies anywhere, anyhow. The police will be on you. They will ask you and they will question you, especially if you are African. They will ask you why you are taking pictures, for what purpose. So be careful whenever you are visiting an Arab country or Qatar country. Be careful. This can lead you to some bad experience. Comparing to Turkey, I've taken millions of photos, and there's nothing that have that, or there's no one who has restricted me not to take photos anywhere, anyhow. It maybe in some particular places when you are, or they have this restriction that don't take photos or videos. That one you have just to obey. But in public places, I've taken millions of photos, millions of videos, and nobody has asked me about it. So another thing about my work experience in my life in Qatar, it is about food. Of course, I had to buy my own food in particular times, especially when you have a boss that doesn't provide. Actually, my son just woke up now. Mustafa, can you say hi? Can you say hi? Hi, Papa. Hi. Like I was saying about movement, so something else is about food. My food in Turkey and my food in Qatar, they're actually almost the same, but they are a little bit different. In Qatar, I used to buy my own food. Of course, there are this amazing food, Arabic food, but to me, I had the first experience. When I had the first experience, it was a little bit hard for me. But I learned to accept it and I use the food. So you'll find that it is a little bit spicy and just Arabic food. The shawarmas, the burgers, of course we have this restaurant food. It is amazing, I have to say. But compared to Turkey, Turkey has the most delicious and the most fresh food just from the farm, fresh vegetables, everything. And you can find that the food is very cheap compared to Qatar. Qatar, it is expensive. Remember, Qatar is the first in the world, the richest country in the world, but it is very expensive. If I have to compare my life there and my life in Qatar, in Turkey, I found that it is a little bit high. The living expense there, they're a little bit high compared to Turkey. So about food, I've tasted a different food in Turkey, and they are just wow. They're just amazing. They are just delicious, from the sweets, from the sweets are tatlers, from the food they are making at home, their breakfast, it is amazing. Their Turkish cuisines are very amazing and very delicious. Even in the restaurant, you find that you have been given low food at a cheaper price. And talk of the free food that you have given, these people who sell food, they normally just give you food for free. And that's why I love Turkish people, because they are this generous. They have this attitude of generosity, which is just amazing, and I love so much. So Qatar food and Turkey food, I'll give a thumbs up to Turkey because they have this delicious food. Let me say about something, another thing about my life in Qatar compared to Turkey. It is about acceptance, or the people there. When I first visited Qatar, I found that there were, of course, we have a lot of people there, a lot of Africans from all over. A lot of people, they are working there, they went to work there, but you'll find, for me, my experience is that there is this attitude of discrimination, not actually discrimination, but there is this attitude towards black that is not normal, not good. Of course, not all of them, but there is thing whereby these people, they look at you like a worker, like someone who lacks, someone who doesn't have, someone who is poor, if I may use that word. And you found that being there as a black person or as an African, it is a little bit not okay, not in terms of not okay, but a little bit tricky, because you find that there is that division of races. But coming to Turkey, I found that Turkish people, they are so welcoming, they are so generous, they are so accepting. And I'm not just talking about the minority, I'm talking about as a country in large. So my experience with Turkish people, it is that Turkish people, most of them, of course we have those who have just bad manners, those who have just this attitude, bad and wrong attitude, but most of them, they are accepting Africans and they love other foreigners. So it is something that I feel like Turkey is more accepting foreigners than the other countries, or they are less racist compared to other countries. So that is my experience about accepting other nations in Qatar. And coming to another side about Qatar, of course I went there to work because I have family back in Kenya. So their currency is high, something that I like compared to the currency of Turkey. It is a little bit low, and the economy in Turkey is a little down compared to the economy in Qatar. Qatar is higher and it is more developed. Of course, Turkey is more developed, but if you compare the Turkey in terms of development, I think both countries are doing great and they're amazing. But in terms of large cities, Turkey is very big country. It has very big cities, and there's just diversity of people. There's just diversity of cultures, diversity of different people from all over. So in other cities, apart from Izmir where we stay, a city like Istanbul, you find that there are so many people. There's these people who are just congested, and it is a little bit hard to some people. But for me, luckily we stay in Izmir, and I found that Izmir is more cool than Istanbul, I have to say. But it is what it is, and I'm just happy about it. On the business side, I found that during my time when I was still working in Qatar, of course I had different bosses. I'm not just speaking about one boss that I had, but you find that I could not do a lot. As an African, I could not venture into businesses. I could not do a lot. And also, when you want to study in Qatar, you just have to get the right documents from your bosses. You have all to sign these papers, and if you want to do business you have to sign papers, you have to do blah blah. So it was a little bit tricky for me as an African, and with the low salary I could not do a lot of things. I could not venture into business, I could not do a lot of stuff. But coming to Turkey, I have ventured in different things. I am my own boss, right? My own brand, Takenya Collections, of which I get clients who want some clothes, some shoes, some stuff from Turkey, and then I supply to them. And we will be launching soon our own brand, or Takenya brand, in Kenya very soon. It's coming very soon, so expect more from Takenya. So it is something that I have to appreciate. I can do a lot of stuff here. I can sell things online, of course, and offline. But during my time in Qatar, it was all about work, 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 work. So as I'm winding up my video, because I'll be speaking more in details about my work and what I did in Qatar, if you ask me, should Africans go to an Arab country, or should Africans venture into another country to look for green pastures? My answer is yes. Okay, now you have seen, or I've told you the reasons and my life in Turkey and my life in Qatar. I have to say that not all Arabic countries are bad. I have met and reconnected with a lot of people from Turkey, from Qatar, who are just amazing, and especially to my previous boss, family, and everything, who has helped me even to come to Turkey. So I have to say, if you want to go to Qatar or Arab country, give it a try, because there are a lot of opportunities there that you can make or you can get, and it can be beneficial to your side. Otherwise, because depending on which work you are going to do, and depending on what you are going to do there, it is something that has given me an opportunity to learn, to study, and to have this culture experience. So it is a good country, it is a developed country, it is a nice country. The only thing is that there's restrictions that you have to follow. So for someone who wants to go to Qatar or an Arab country, be sure to learn about where you are going, what you are going to do, which kind of jobs you are going to do, and know your rights, know the contract that you are signing. Because if you go there, if you are not prepared mentally and physically, I'm telling you, you'll have it rough, and you will have this attitude like, these Arab countries are bad, these Arab countries are not good for Africans. But I tell you, they are good. People working there, they have developed themselves. So I'll give you a go ahead, go and try your luck. But coming from Qatar to Turkey, it has been a smooth, of course, with my boss and also with my husband, who has played a big role in everything. So I have to say, I have to end this video for now. I'll give you more details about my work and what I did. You don't want to miss it, because it is something that you will learn something. Otherwise, from me, I have to say goodbye until next time. I love you guys.